So, what brings you to New York City?
What's good, everyone? I'm glad to be doing these vlogs. So this is going to be the first in the series. I'm really trying to document my entrepreneurial journey so people understand the ins and the outs. So yeah, as requested, as asked, I'm in New York City. And the reason for this is a few different reasons. Firstly, I tend to come to New York a few times in the year just to grow the brand's presence in America. New York obviously being one of the major hubs out here in America, in the States. So we find that we often get to come over here, network with a load of influencers and just people doing amazing things on the ground. Partner with them, we often give out products to some of these key people and just really build upon our network. And the second thing, which is another kind of key, crucial aspect, is our retail partnerships. So as many of you may or may not know, my brand Vitae London was recently picked up by Nordstrom. So we're in 30 of their stores, and actually shortly we're going to head over to their store here on Broadway, literally a 10-minute walk down the road. Check out the watches in store. It's like a mad, humbling and weird experience being out here again and seeing like the progress. I remember first time I came to New York, well not first time, but first time I came for Vitae London for business was about 3-4 years ago. I was staying in the hood. I was staying in like an Airbnb where the mattress was on the floor. I remember arriving at like midnight and just being like nervous. I was like, why the hell did I book a place here? I was thinking I should have just paid more, but you know when money's tight and you're thinking responsibly. So I finally get into this Airbnb apartment, and I didn't realize I booked a shared space as well. That's how bad it was. So I'm chilling in my bed and like 4 a.m. I hear someone walk into the apartment. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it turns out they rented a room on the other side of this this small apartment. So it's not an experience I want to repeat, but it's definitely been part of the formative years of building Vitae. So yeah, we've always been coming to New York, and what's actually freaky on this trip, which I realized, was that I think it was about, on that same trip I came last time, I came to the W Hotel in Times Square because a friend of mine called Niara Sterling was DJing. So my friend Lisa Jonay was like, let's go see Niara spin. So we came here to the lounge. She was spinning here, and obviously I was staying in the hood, and I was like, man, this spot is so nice. Like, I'd never seen a hotel just look flashy like that. And then before this trip, I literally just told my assistant I wanted a nice spot in Manhattan if possible. And through her links, she had her own links because she's the ultimate plug. She was able to get me here for a decent rate. And then when I walked in, literally yesterday, got off my flight from Ghana, walked through the foyer, it just hit me. I was like, flip, this was the same spot I'd come to like 3-4 years ago. I'm back here, I'm staying in this spot now, and it's 10 minutes walk from where my watches are actually stocked as well. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience, and I look forward to showing you guys 24 hours in New York. I'm going to show you us going to Nordstrom store. I'll also show some behind the scenes as well on a photo shoot and how we do things in terms of working with like models and influencers to get the great content that we need to push our brand forward.
I came through, you know I had to make do. Beat by Apollo, stop at New Apollos. Cop a Henny sour and I'm puffing Jack Sour. I feel a black power, this time it's really ours. It's time to get the bag, it's time to get the bag, Dollars coming, let me see it. Multi-million, I'm a bid. On the mission, best believe that ask for it, you were saying.
Where we at now?
Let me see it. Multi-million, I'm a bid. On the mission, best believe that ask for it, you were saying.
So the collections they have stocked here, they have our Elmington collection over here. So they've got the Elmington collection with the emerald face. They've got the Elmington collection, the midnight range as well. They've also got the chrono collection. They've got our Ada collection over here as well. And they have our Alesha collection too. So, yeah, man. Those collections are named after the estate I grew up in South London, named after my mum's hometown in Ghana. And the Alesha collection is named after a village in Nigeria, which we support as well. Yeah, that's a bit about those collections too. So what's your favourite from this collection?
I'm a sucker for green, so but that's, I would say, a unique choice. I think this one's classic. I like that one because of the way that it goes to wear the stuff that you're supposed to be selling. But yeah, she loves that watch actually. But if you want anything else, you don't. It's happy to do so. It was nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. So yeah, as you could see, it was dope, it was humbling to be able to check out Nordstrom and see our watches in stock. The next portion of my 24 hours in New York is we're actually going to head to a photo shoot. So I always love to create content and connect with influencers out here. So we booked out a studio in Manhattan and we're going to bring in a whole bunch of models. So yeah, it's going to be great. What's good, people? So we've just headed out from Nordstrom, obviously in Manhattan in the city. We're now, what area is this, bro? Maspeth. Is that Brooklyn, right?
It's the outer skirts of like where Queens meets Brooklyn.
Got you. We're in Maspeth. Yeah. So I brought Dubois along here. I just wanted to introduce him to the world. So Dubois runs an agency out here called Key, and he's been looking after a lot of our US angles, our US side of things. So in terms of actually getting all our stock into Nordstrom, his team were responsible for it. He and his wife are incredible. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
What has it been like? I guess you've been with Vitae from like day one.
Yeah.
As soon as we started coming to America, I think we connected a few years back. So what's it been like for you to see kind of the transition of our brand? Yeah, what's it been like?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, the trajectory of Vitae is like obviously incredibly inspiring for anyone who's onlooking. But those early days, you know, when it was just the pop-ups and Brooklyn, and doing that thing, and then the photo shoots with you know, influencers and folks moving and shaking in New York has always been incredible. But now, like handling and really supporting on the distribution side with something as big as Nordstrom was really, even for our King brand, it was really a push. To really step forward and.
It's been a stretch for all of us.
Absolutely, and that's been the incredible part is like, I think with Akeem and Vitae, because we're both about 5 years old. And it's just a constant elevation. Like, it's like, we need this, and it's like, oh, I don't know, can we do it? And it's like, you know, and you like make it happen, you know what I mean? So it's
and tell them a bit more about Akeem, like what you guys offer, what you guys do.
Yeah, so Akeem brand is a creative agency production company, 5 years old now. So we do everything from, most of our work is in film, fashion, and dance. So that can be creative directing, film production. We just released a film, a couple of films actually, a feature, and then a short film as a dance film. So yeah, we're kind of all over the place. Again, we get to work with incredible brands like Vitae, Nike, and other folks like that. So it's dope.
So yeah, I'm super grateful for you, bro. Excited to see where we take things going forward. I know I'm going to be stressing you out with all the workload, so yeah, let's do it, man. So this is Dubois.
Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out, but look, keep it a buck, I don't always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these. I ain't got time cause they all in they feelings. Ice to the gang and we making a killing. It's 2020 and they notice the vision. You be the hero, I'm playing the villain. The underdogs and we walking the villain. We getting money, yeah, they think that we dealing. They talking hot, yeah, they opponents and we won't stop till we all touch $1 million. Don't ever forget, but we probably forgive them. living. Taking the cards that was given, my blessings is already written. Wrapped little ribbon, putting ourselves in positions to making some major decisions. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out, but look, I'm tryna get where I'm going, but haters be trolling, that's where they thinking you got me right where you want me. I tell a ghost just ducked up. Sending them shots, we send them back. Y'all ain't really bout that. Run, it's always bounce back. Need more hands just to count that. Stay on my bully, I need me more breeze just so we can get the team right. Loaded up fully, dogs on a leash, and you be knowing that's a scary sight. Don't happen overnight. Work smarter with some sacrifice. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Mix it up, now you got a slice. We bridging the gap, they want us to rap, so go we back. Hey, yeah. Drew need a plaque, we turn to the max, and we never lacked. Hey, yeah. Been in my bag, it's a drag, I'm feeling jet lagged. Hey,